Hi everyone. Good evening. Thank you for joining. My name is Sunish and it's nice to meet you all. So we wanted to bring together this event in the first week only of this semester because I think many of us, including myself, are starting to make plans for this upcoming school year and thinking about like how to spend our time in this semester. And we think now is a good time for us to show that there is a community of like-minded machine learning students around called the BIOS. And you can subscribe to us, join our initiatives, and join our team to be able to gain more exposure and experience in machine learning. Also, feel free to post any questions you may have in the chat. We will address them in the Q&A session towards the end of this presentation. Okay, can you go to the next slide, please? Yeah. So we are the Bennett Artificial Intelligence Society, or BIOS for short. We provide an inclusive environment for those interested in machine learning, so you can come together and learn together through workshops, through paper reading sessions, through projects, to listening and building connections in events, and to ultimately remove the bias from machine intelligence. Next slide, please. Yeah, so these are the areas we mostly care about. We care about research, we care about its applications in the industry and real world. We care about society, and we care about ethics and our responsibility in the AI, and also AI's responsibility towards the society. Next slide. So, okay, can we go to the, yeah, okay. So before I talk more about this and our club, let's see what's the difference between machine learning and AI is. So this was a tweet I came across, and it says, if it is written in Python, it's probably machine learning, and if it's written in PowerPoint, it's probably AI. So this was just for humor, but if you actually want to learn about what the actual difference is and the basics of machine learning, then join us for our workshop next week. More information on this will be towards the end of this presentation. Okay, next slide. Yeah. So now let's see what some of our initiatives are that we work on and we value about. So we basically have four different categories: labs, reading groups, workshops, and faculty events. Now let's talk about in detail about all of these. Next slide, please. Yeah. So a big part of BIOS is facilitated machine learning projects in our subdivision, which we call the labs. In this, every team will take a few interesting ideas each semester, either in applied machine learning to solve complicated real-world problems, or chasing cutting-edge research in machine learning. And our main aim is for a publication at ML conferences or publication of your applied projects in forms of such as websites or apps. And our core value is precise and done is better than ambitious and incomplete. So we basically take small and doable projects rather than ambitious, which you might not even be able to complete during the semester. All right, next slide. Yeah. Next is the reading group. And this is actually the core of our community, which we started upon. And for this semester, we have already started reading groups. These are held weekly, mostly during the weekdays. And in this, basically, undergraduate students present a paper for other undergraduate students to stay on top of the field and know about what latest researches in the field are. Okay, next slide. All right, next part is the workshop. So as I talked about earlier, we'll have a workshop next week to introduce ML to you, all of you. And workshops are basically geared in two different parts. Like it will have lecture component, it will have lab components. Lectures will give you basic understanding, and labs will assist that understanding into applying that uh, by yourself. And you'll also get to meet other students like working on the same things, and maybe you can collaborate on a project there. All right, next slide. Okay, next part is faculty events. We will organize events and talks frequently. We will invite distinguished researchers and professors to share the latest breakthroughs and applications related to artificial intelligence. Now, many of them might also be sharing opportunities for you to join their teams as an intern or to join their projects. So look forward to attending these events. We are planning to host them in various forms, like including luncheons, mentorship programs, presentations by faculties, and obviously info sessions for grad programs. All right, next slide, please. Okay, Anvesh, maybe you could take over from here.
Yes, Sunesh, thank you. I'll take over. So now I'll talk about the benefits about joining our club BIOS. So first of all is research experience. If any of you are planning to go abroad for a graduate program, be it a master's or a PhD, they always promote research experience. So let's say there are two students and you are the one with the research experience and there's a other student who's the exact same stats as you, but they don't have research experience. You will be selected. So that is one benefit of having research experience. Also, it is promoted in the industry. So if you're planning to work in a research role, let's say a research engineer or a research lead, research experience will be beneficial for you if you have it straight out of your bachelor's degree. Next is knowledge and support. So nowadays, the basic knowledge of AI is very important because it's being applied in almost every aspects of life. Whether you're in management, law, or tech itself, AI is everywhere. And as far as support goes, we are all here to support you, not only the board members, also the faculty and your batchmates as well. Moving on to opportunities. If you are present in the BIOS club, you'll always have more opportunities than those who are not in the field of AI, because we always post opportunities available in our Slack channel. And like I said, if you already have research experience, you'll have more opportunities. And finally, innovation. If you have research experience, you'll also be likely more innovative. This is because research itself is an innovation. So you're innovating new ways to solve a particular problem. Now I'll talk about the achievements that the members of the club have made. These achievements are summer schools, conferences, research projects, paper readings, and internships. We'll discuss these in detail. Can we move on to the next slide? So our members have attended several competitive summer schools and programs. Examples can be the Neuromatch Academy, Smiles as Tech, and Intro to Quantum Computing. Neuromatch Academy is a summer school which promotes the study of neuroscience. and they always members of these groups come out with state-of-the-art papers in that particular field. Smiles Coltech is a highly competitive summer school, which with about only 10% acceptance rate. So Sunisht has attended this summer school, and also our members have worked with organizations like LG Electronics, University of Toronto, and Colorado School of Mines. Sunisht is again working as a research intern in the Colorado School of Mines this semester. Moving on to projects and research. All of our members are currently working on some research project or the other. Some are working independently, while the rest of us are working with the faculty from Bennett or even universities from the outside. In our reading group sessions, we have discussed over 30 plus research papers. So our members are more equipped to handle research problems, and they can read research papers without anyone else's guidance. We can move on to the next slide. So presenting the team, Sunish and I are the co-president and Sunish is the founder. Pulkit is the director of labs, Yoshi is the director of workshops, Chirag is the director of the reading group, and Adarsh is the treasurer. And Dr. Vipul is our mentor for the club. So he'll always be in constant touch with us if you're having any problems. So this is a website and the link is available here. You can also scan the QR code to go to the website. Our website has lots of materials. In case you want to start in machine learning, it has the resources available, which you can, for example, the Introduction to Machine Learning by Andrew Ang, the Stanford course. The link is there, and many other resources which we have compiled since we have already been through the journey you are about to embark on. You also will get constant information about the workshops, about the projects we are doing, and also the events that are about to take place. In case you want, you can scan the QR code, or also the link is available in the chat. This is a Slack channel. So we mostly use a Slack channel for internal communication more than the WhatsApp group. So in case you would like to join the Slack channel as well, you can do that. The QR code is available, and again, the link will be available in the chat box. Slack is always used in the industry. So after you're done with your degree, you will be using Slack always to maintain communication with your group members.
Yes, and also about the Slack, we have various channels for you. We have an opportunities channel where we post regularly about different opportunities, about research projects, current internship programs that are open for taking applications. So that is all for you guys. We have another section like Cool Talks, where like various webinars or workshops are happening. We post about them, so you can join those as well. And it is a lively community. I mean, you should join that. It is better than WhatsApp, and it is organized as well. Yeah, you can continue.
So like Sunish mentioned, we have the Intro to AI and DL workshop next week. It will be hosted by Vipul sir, our mentor. And in case you're new to AI or even you're like a moderate in the field, you can join us for this workshop. So in case you want to join us in the executive board, let's say, or we have a few openings in other fields as well. There's a link in the chat, and we have roles like general member and marketing and design. So in case you want to be a part of us, you can scan the QR code, or again, the link is available in the chat. So the deadline is 20th of August, 11:59 p.m. and interviews will
Okay,
be
let
on
me
rolling
go on
basis.
this. So if you want to,
Yes, Sunish, you can go on now.
yeah, so yeah, so basically hiring for two different roles. One is marketing and design team, and another one is just general member that you join in for working on projects, for interacting with different faculties. You'll be assigned a mentor. So do join as general member. The deadline is within a week, so apply by 28th. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah. So now we have the Q&A section. So first I'll deal with the questions in the chat, which might already have been answered, but I'll answer them again anyways. So yes, the recording link will be available in the chat, and we'll also send you the WhatsApp. We'll also send the link in the WhatsApp group. And the
Yeah, we will
what's
also upload it on YouTube, so that is not involved, but not
Mm.
involved.
And the link for the WhatsApp group in case you haven't joined are here. Yes, so the workshop is, like I said, the workshop right now is completely an introduction workshop. So it'll be an intro for you, and we'll start out like you know nothing about AI. So it'll be completely from scratch, and the project will be selected by you only. So we'll give our input, but you'll do most of the work on that. Yesterday's session, I think we have the link for that, Sunesh.
Yes, yesterday's session was also recorded. We'll upload it on YouTube. We'll share it.
Yes, but we encourage you all to attend in person instead of watching the recordings. That is a
Yes,
way better
you
choice.
get to interact and ask questions also.
Correct. Are there any more questions?
Also, I posted a link to BIOS's Google Calendar in the chat. So feel free to join that. You'll receive notification on your calendar when any event is happening. Any questions about AI in general, about the club, or about the application processes?
Okay, so a roadmap related to AI ML. In case you want, we will do that in the workshop, and we'll also upload it on the website. If that's what you want, we'll do it. And in case you need any more resources, you can also ask for that in the chat, in the WhatsApp group or the Slack channel. We will do that.
Okay, and just for now, like just briefly about that. So first of all, attend this Intro to MLMDL workshop by Dr. Vipul. So that will be a starting point. Next thing is you might want to take some online course in ML and join a project team to start working on a project, because no matter how much courses you take, no matter how much theory you learn, until you start working on a project, you don't really understand the topics well. So join our team. You can work on a really beginner's project, and that will really help you. And then you can move on to different steps, work on a more complicated project later on. And also join our reading group, because reading group is the most essential part, because you get to read research papers. The more you read, the more you learn.
Okay, so we have a question by Sobhagya. Yes, so this club will be really helpful to you, even if you're a beginner or even if you're in the advanced learning stage. So we are always here to help you. Like I said, we'll provide a roadmap for you. You can follow that. And in case you have any doubts, any problems, any difficulties related to AI, we will always help you. Also, like if you participate in the reading group, in the workshops, it will be really beneficial for you because there's no other way for you to learn other than get hands-on experience. So in the reading group, you'll get experience with research papers. In the workshop, you'll get hands-on experience with the practicality. In the
Also
coffee
about
chat,
data
yes,
science. Yeah, also about just about data science, since she wrote about that. So machine learning generally helps in data science, because you obviously learn a lot of math here that is required, probability and statistics and all. And also just like industry data science questions, like the actual interview questions. So we actually post them for our co-members, like uh, it's not like weekly or so, but like sometimes I post questions, and there are some rewards if you answer them first. So that is something to look forward to. Yeah, Anvesh, you were talking about coffee chats. Go ahead.
So we have another component called coffee chat. So in this you'll be able to interact with us and the faculty, so you can learn about their research work, their field of specializations, our field of specializations. So that will be helpful to you if you want to explore what field you want to go in. Data science is a really vast field. So and AI itself is a vast field, and uh, AI is a component of data science. So data science will also include stuff like SQL programming, database management, and pipelining. So you'll be able to learn about AI, and we'll also help you with the other resources. Anuj asked if you have to go to the previous sessions. You don't have to, but I encourage you to do so. And I also encourage all of you to join the reading groups in person from next time. You can ask more questions. There's like no quota of questions that we will take.
Yeah, you can also unmute and ask.
How do you join the club? So first of all, if you're in the WhatsApp group, uh, if you're in you first join the WhatsApp group, then you join the Slack channel. There are also several Google forms which are available. You can fill them up, and if you want to like be a part of the internal workings, like I said, we have few roles available. You can apply for those too. Uh, any prerequisite any prerequisites are not required. Although we promote a general idea about AI, there are no prerequisites, so anyone can apply. There are no restrictions on your year, on your batch, on your stream, or on your yeah. There are no
Yes,
restrictions on
only
your stream.
enthusiasm about AI matters.
Yes, we only promote the enthusiasm. I think we'll take more questions. Are there any more questions?
Okay. Differences between
Okay.
AI and
So
LPL. I think,
so
yeah, you should wait for the workshop for that.
but I'll give you a brief idea. So
Yeah,
TL is a part of ML and ML is a part of AI. So AI is the main branch, and then you go to machine learning, and then machine learning dives deeper into deep learning. So AI simply is the ability of machines to program to work on tasks without explicitly being programmed to do so. So you might say that, oh, but my router works. I didn't tell it to work, but it has been programmed to work, right? But let's talk about AI. Your AI can differentiate between, let's say, a common example. AI can different if you give a image of a dog and a cat, an AI model being AI model that has been trained to do so can do so, and it can deal with the images it has not seen before. So there are even many more parts. So like reinforcement learning, deep reinforcement learning. So it's a never-ending field. Okay. So for data science, like I said, AI is a subfield of data science. So you have to learn AI. So if you're learning AI, you're learning machine learning and deep learning as well. Also, if you don't want to work till the wait till the workshop, uh, the workshop will be next week on the 28th. Like we said, 28th is finished. It's on the 28th.
yes, yes. No, wait.
So
28th is Saturday, right? Yeah, it's on Saturday. Yeah, 28th.
yeah. So I encourage all of you to first grasp the theory of machine learning and AI. So the best, almost anyone who has already done so, already started with machine learning, will recommend you to do the course by Andrew Ang, Stanford. It is available on Coursera for free. I'll type it in the chat box.
Yes, in fact, we have a lot of resources for you to learn on our website. So
Yep.
go to
So,
the resources tab on our website and you can find those there.
but I think we all of us will collectively agree that this is the first course you should go through. And after that, this is just an introduction. So you'll be able to understand the maths behind machine learning, and then you can go on and apply it on projects. I'll recommend you to go to the theory first, because if you start doing the projects without knowing the theory, you'll struggle a lot. And like Sunish said, you can always visit the website and get to know about more resources.